Our second topic today gets submitted to us by Sam Spril, who writes, "Greetings, John and Rob. It has been reported that Ms. Marvel series has completed production in Thailand. So, do you think we could get this series before the end of this year? What are your thoughts?" All right, thanks a lot for sending that in, man. And yeah, of course, Marvel on Disney Plus has burst out of the gate, Rob. It has just come out with such force and such fury with the hugely successful WandaVision, followed up by another huge success with Falcon the Winter Soldier. We're all looking forward to Loki. But Rob, one of the ones that they announced at D23, several caught me by surprise. Moon Knight caught me by surprise. She-Hulk caught me by surprise. But Ms. Marvel also really caught me by surprise. But I was, my wife was thrilled. My wife has been reading Ms. Marvel since it first came out in 2016. So she was super thrilled about it. But Ms. Marvel is coming. And they're further ahead than I thought, Rob. They've actually now wrapped production. They've finished. And they finished up in Thailand. Now, apparently episodes 4 and 5, there are going to be 6 episodes to Ms. Marvel. Episodes 4 and 5 both take place in Thailand. And so they did all their U.S. shooting first, and then they moved it over to Thailand to finish up. This comes to us from the folks over at Variety, who writes, "The Thai shoot, under the direction of 2-time Oscar winner Obaid Chinoy, spanned episodes 4 and 5 in their entirety. With Living Films as production services company and Chris Lowenstein as line producer for Thailand, sets were constructed at the modern Studio Park facilities to the southeast of Bangkok. Together, first and second units, get this, guys, don't just read past this number. Really take this in. The first and second units involved 450 people. 450 people. I want to talk about that just for a second. Just for a second. Then we'll move on to talking about Ms. Marvel as large. When Kevin Feige first started talking about the fact that they were going to be doing, these Disney Plus shows, but he said, we're going to be putting in feature film effort. We're going to be putting in feature filmed effort. And, so that meant certainly they were putting in a lot of money. But Rob, when you sit back and you see like a crew of 450 people working on a show, nothing really kind of, to me, even more than a budgetary number, Rob, nothing more to me screams, we are putting full effort into this. We're not cutting corners on these shows. We're not taking shortcuts. We're going full-blown effort on that. And you sit back and you see 450 people involved in these things for just a couple of episodes. Rob, this to me is one of the more fascinating things that they've got coming down the pipe from the MCU on Disney Plus. And here, Rob, they've now wrapped production. To answer the viewer's question, do I think it could come out this year? Well, the answer to that is absolutely yes. They've already announced some time ago that it's going to come out this year. They've already confirmed that we've got Loki. Well, obviously we've had WandaVision and Falcon and the Winter Soldier come out, but this year still coming out is Loki, is Ms. Marvel, and is Hawkeye, and of course the animated series What If, which I'm hearing whispers they might move What If to 2022, but as of right now, the official word is that's still coming out. So yes, to answer that part of the question, yes indeed, Ms. Marvel is coming out this year. That is the plan. They don't have a specific date for it yet. They're just calling it late 2021. Anyway, Rob, it feels like yesterday we were talking about the fact that they cast this young Canadian girl to even play the role. Seriously, it feels like that was just a couple weeks ago. They're now wrapped production. What are your thoughts on this, and how are you feeling about the Ms. Marvel property overall right now?
Well, I think if there's one company that can keep things under wraps that definitely controls their own narrative, it's Marvel Studios. And I'm sure by the time we heard about the casting of Ms. Marvel, they were deep into production. And they can do that because they've certainly figured out a way to keep a lid on things. And it really doesn't surprise me because I think, again, they have a production pipeline that has been refined over, now 13 years. And they're probably, the best in the business. They can set up, they know what they need to do. They've got the most experienced crews because they just move people around from production to production. And this does not surprise me because Disney Plus, if there's one thing that they've learned after the first, year and a half, they've been around, a little bit more than a year and a half.
Yeah.
They need new content, John. And when they drop things, I think Disney I know they had to move Black Widow, but they, as soon as Falcon and the Winter Soldier was over, they dropped the Bad Batch. Then they've got Loki coming. Then they had What If coming, but maybe they'll move up Hawkeye. They've got this Miss Marvel coming. I would expect to see, whether it's Marvel or Star Wars, probably alternating, because they've got the Book of Boba Fett's coming in October. So, I mean, as far as Disney Plus goes, and genre fans like us, getting these kinds of shows on a monthly basis and alternating Star Wars Marvel lineup, that's going to keep their subscription base pretty damn happy. I mean, I never thought that maybe one or two shows could keep a streaming service going, but as far as these shows go, as long as they stay up to a certain level of quality, I think it's pretty impressive.
It is impressive. It is impressive, and they just keep right on rolling. So the question is for you guys. What do you think about this? Were you as surprised as me? Because like I said, I feel like it was just a couple of weeks ago we were talking about the lead even being cast in this show. They've now wrapped up production. It is on track to hit its 2021 release date. How are you guys feeling about Ms. Marvel overall right now? Jump on down into the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Okay, guys.